Welcome to another episode of Achievements. I'm your host Abdulatif Lanazi and joined by my colleague Fatma Al-Awadi. Good evening, Fatma.
Good evening, Abdulatif. Thank you. Yes,
Welcome.
Dear viewers, we will be taking you on a new journey in this episode, so stay tuned after this report.
A successful identity is built on things a person has done. Your most important accomplishments are a very important way for you to measure your success. Colleagues, competitors, and the general public can look at a person's achievements to figure out how successful they are. Most of the time, putting in a lot of work pays off. Most people think a successful life is one of a lot of things to be proud of. When you finish a task, you win over problems or other people. Achieve means to work together to reach a hard and challenging goal. Everyone should be ready to help out and work together if they need to. There are many ways to reach your goal, but in the end, it's up to you to decide how it will pay out in your life. In their careers, some people want to get rich and will be well known. Some people think that even small victories are reasons to have a party. We're all different, so we all have our own thoughts on everything. In the end, though, everyone wants to be happy, and everything you do in life will help you to get closer to that ultimate goal.
Welcome back, our viewers. Today we will bring you the captivating story of Gaetano Martelli, an extraordinary traveler, blogger, filmmaker, and photographer. Mr. Gaetano, thank you for being here with us at Achievements. We are so glad to know more about you and also about your achievements.
Thank you guys for having me here. It's a pleasure to be in the Kuwait TV. It's an honor for me to be here.
Thank you very much. We can't wait to share your story with our dear viewers and to delve in your journey also.
Yeah. So, can you tell us, from the beginning, what inspired you and what ignited your passion to be a traveler, vlogger, filmmaker from the beginning?
So, I come from a really small reality in the south of Italy, where the people think that Italy is the only country that exists in the world. The most beautiful, we have the most delicious food. But since I was really young, I've been curious to know what we have out of Italy. That's why when I was 18, I started to travel the world and I started to work as filmmaker because I want to show to the people the beauty of the world. Because with my eyes, I see so many beautiful things and I want the people to experience exactly the same situation as I do. Because the world, it's big, it's beautiful. And since the beginning of the human being, they never stuck in one place. They always move and they go to discover different land. So I think we have to do the same. That's one of the reasons why I travel a lot around the world.
That's amazing.
It's really special.
Yes,
Yeah.
and through your traveling, of course, you've traveled to multiple countries. Could you please take us on the most memorable journeys that you've been on? Because we were just talking about that before we started the show.
Yes.
Yes, could you please tell our dear viewers about the most memorable places and countries?
So one of the most memorable place and the best trip I've done, actually it was 2 months ago. I didn't tell you before, that was a secret.
Oh, okay.
And I've been traveling in South America for 2 months and a half alone. So I start from Paraguay, then I did Argentina, I did Bolivia, Peru, and Ecuador. And it's so fascinating to understand the South American culture that are completely different from my culture being Italian, of course from yours, from here.
Yes.
And it was such a nice experience. I've been to the Amazonia.
Yes.
So it's like one place where does exist a lot of population, but there are all tribes that they live there. And it was incredible to get to know how the people live. Because really the people live such a simple life. They don't have nothing, but they never complain about life. And they teach me that to be happy in this life, we have to keep ourselves far away from materialistic things. Because if you have an expensive car, expensive clothes, it doesn't make the person that you are. More like the experience, what you studied and what you learned from the life. That's what makes you a better human being. And this is what they teach me in South America. It's like we can be happy with just a few things.
That's amazing. I love that philosophy. You know,
Yeah.
it's not about what you wear or what car you drive. It's
Exactly.
about the experience that you have in life,
Yes.
which is why you travel a lot, actually.
Yes,
And this is
absolutely,
actually
yes.
really special because you've not only been in one country, you've actually been in tens of countries. I mean, I cannot even mention for how many countries you've been to. But you make content. You
Yes.
create this content and you try as possible as you can, as you mentioned from before, to let the people know more about and raise the awareness more about the world, about the different cultures on this big, beautiful planet. But exactly, can you tell us what the secrets behind you exactly from the content creating and try to share it with the audience?
The difference that I will say, okay, I never look at other content creator because I don't want to copy nobody. And like, if I will give one suggestion to all the people that are watching this episode, to be unique, to be different from all the people, because nowadays we live in a world of social media where everybody try to be the same and try to do the same things.
Yeah.
Be unique. If you are unique, you create the context in the way you see the world. You experience the life, like fully the life. You can create something that stand out from the crowds, something that other people will never see. And especially to create contents, like you have to be really active on social media. So it requires a lot of work. While my friends, they are going out to have a work in a shopping mall, they go to have a coffee, I stay at home and I work. So most of my life since the last 3 years is like working, studying, getting better and get to know different things. Because to make the difference, you have to show people something that they never saw. If you go to a nice restaurant, everybody has been to the nice restaurant. If you go to eat in the house of one person, nobody went there. So it's a unique experience. If you offer something unique to the people, you will get something unique back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like sharing the experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, being a travel vlogger, as we've been speaking and talking about that, it also comes with the responsibilities, right? So how do you ensure that your content respects the local culture that you represent, you know, once you visit it?
Okay, that's a nice question, because there are so many people online, they make video, but sometimes they don't know what they talk about. And the worst things is there are millions of people that watch them. And they don't know when they go to one country what expect from. Actually, it happened also to me. Now, when I came to Kuwait, I was curious about the country, and I opened YouTube and I saw so many things that actually it's completely different what I'm seeing here. I'm in love with this country. This is a country that I discovered probably 5 years ago, before I didn't know exist. And I'm shocked to be here about the beauty, the heart of the people, the warmth. Okay, the warmth of the weather because it's crazy hot here.
Yeah.
But something short, yeah.
Yeah. Also, the people here are really, really, really nice. So to ensure that I give the right notions to all the people, when I travel in a different way. I like to travel local, eat local, and live local. I spend times with here, a lot of times with Kuwait people. And being a really curious person, I'm always really respectful, but I ask so many questions to know something about wedding, about relationship, about the life. So I do this question to so many different people. And in the end, everybody when give me the same answer, it means that's the truth of one place. So living the soul of one country, being inside the local people, that's the only way you can know the truth of one country. Because as foreigners, if I come to Kuwait and I stay in a 5-star hotel, I go to a 5-star restaurant, I will never understand what's going on in Kuwait. I will see something that you can see in all different parts of the world.
Exactly.
Yes, so it's about the locals.
Exactly.
And that's where you get your sources from the locals, your
Yes,
information,
exactly.
yes. And then you can put it on your vlog and you can say, for example, in Kuwait, I have been told this, and that.
Exactly.
So that's how
I give all the notion to the people, but the most important thing is we never have to judge.
Yes.
Because people before know you, sometimes they already judge you, but that's completely wrong. So get to know better the people, and after you can understand their background, their life, all the problems they had, and then don't judge, just live there and respect, because everybody is different on this planet.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we don't only travel to see the other cultures and take some souvenirs. No, you actually go there to take the experience.
Exactly. I don't take souvenirs, never.
Never, you don't do that.
My souvenirs is the love of the people, the new friendship that I make during my journey. That's something that you can use all the money of the world. You can never buy that.
That's
like
beautiful.
the love of the people. That's
So
the most beautiful.
I have really interesting question that I would
Yeah.
love to know the answer of. So let's say that you traveled in all of the countries in the world. After that, what are you gonna do? Like start from over, maybe take to new experience, or like you maybe try to go to the moon?
I would love to go to the moon, and actually
Take me with you.
It's already possible to go to the moon, but the only problem it's really expensive. But
Yeah.
it's possible. And
So what will you do after you travel in all of the countries?
yes,
from here in
this
the
is
world?
like something that I always ask to myself. Okay, first of all, after I will visit all the countries in the world, I can decide where I want to live. So I will stop in one place and I will try to build a house, to build a family, and the fundament for like in my future.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think I will keep traveling, because
beautiful.
even if you travel all the countries in the world, the country are big. So you have
Yeah.
so many different places to visit.
You cannot see everything. Because
In
it's
one
really
life
big.
is impossible.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So as everyone knows, also that the rising of of the filmmaking, vloggers, travelers, we actually see that this field is actually rising and become more and more competitive, as what you are doing here in the middle screen. So mashallah, you go wherever you want, you take this wonderful experience and you try to live with the locals. I mean,
Yes.
this is actually something really unique. So what will
So
you
that's
do?
Thailand.
Yes,
Sorry,
that's
yeah.
Thailand.
It's really special.
Beautiful.
and,
It's
yeah.
a beautiful country.
That's
yes.
one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Yes.
Because people are nice, food is good, the landscape are amazing. But right now it's becoming like so many tourists, they are going there. And when one place becomes so touristic, unlikely it get a little bit bad.
Yes,
It's not
yes.
that nice as before.
So getting back to my question.
Yes.
How do you see the role of traveling vloggers and the filmmakers in the future, and how do you see yourself in that field, especially that this field is actually expanding?
Yes, this field is expanding a lot, even because the social media are expanding.
Yeah.
But for me, sometimes the social media, they're not going in the right direction.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately no, because there are so many people, they give wrong information. And that's the worst thing. So I think like somebody should control better the social media, what the people say. Because there are so many people that lie just to capture the attention of the follower. That's completely wrong. Because we have to give, like, we have the responsibility to give the right information to all the people. If somebody has to travel somewhere, you have to give the correct tips to go to one place and live at full the experience.
Okay.
So I don't see how it's going, how this world is going, even with the upcoming of TikTok, other social media that I don't agree on. It's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now,
it's a tough conversation. This
Yeah,
one.
it is. Yeah.
it is. Now, immersing yourself in different cultures surely comes with challenges and also rewards. Let's talk about the challenges. What challenge have you faced that has taught you an important lesson in life?
To don't fully trust people. The world is a beautiful place, but it's a really bad place sometimes. Okay, I think out of Kuwait, here I feel really safe, I feel completely fine, but out of this world, there is another world that is bad. It happened to me, there are so many amazing people, but there are also bad people, and sometimes you encounter during your trip, because I travel alone, and my last episode, for example, was in Ecuador, where the military, that they came in the bus, because I was crossing the border at night, the military, they're supposed to protect people, but actually they wanted to steal my whole equipment. That was one thing. Or even when I live in Africa, people were trying to rob me the whole time, only because I'm foreigner. So when they say foreigners, they think you are a millionaire. But
Yeah.
actually, I work a lot. I work really hard to buy what I have. And so travel alone, it comes with downside and good side. Sometimes also teach you like some life lessons, something really nice. For example, during my stay in South Africa, I went to visit two orphanotrophy, like where live the kids that they don't have parents. And that was the most like heart-touching experience of my life that I'm not ashamed to say, but I cried a lot because I went to one place where the kids, they don't have food. They don't have drinkable water. They don't have shoes. So like I went to play football outside with them, and I said to one kid, please wear your shoes because there is something bad on the ground. And he's like, I'm sorry, I don't have shoes. And I was feeling in that moment so lucky to have everything that I have. And I was like, why should I complain about my life if I have a roof over my head, I have some water, I have some food. And something that I will never forget, these kids, they ask me something. They say sometimes when we have TV, we watch people on their yacht in the middle of the sea, and they use water to wash the yacht in the middle of the sea. Why they do that? We don't have water to drink. Why they waste so much water in the middle of the sea? And I didn't know where to ask him. I'm like, man, I'm sorry, I don't know, but the world it's strange. It's unfair sometimes. It's not always fair for everyone.
Yes.
So sometimes it becomes really tough.
Yes.
But unfortunately about that. But I mean, this is how life goes. But inshallah, we hope that for the best for everyone.
Yes, exactly.
Of course. And since you are living the moment, you are lucky. Every time you just thank God for everything that you have, for the bless. And but getting back
Yes.
to your story, to the traveling, to this wonderful career that you have. Can you tell us exactly, since you tried many types of dishes, local dishes from hundreds of countries, not hundreds of countries, it's actually, I think it's over
106.
106 countries. That's really unique number and high number of countries.
Yes.
So can you tell us exactly which type of dish that has a lasting impression?
Okay, I'm crazy with the Asian cuisine. Actually, Thai street food, for example, in Thailand, is recognized as one of the best food in the world.
Yeah.
And it's like street food. They also got a restaurant of an old lady cooking in the street that she have a 1 Michelin star. That's
Wow.
crazy. It's the first time in the whole world that somebody in the street have a Michelin star. So the mix of this salt and sweet food is like sour, like feel in your mouth, it's amazing. And the variety of food, it's really big because Asia is a huge country. But also me that I really love fish. Japan for me is one of the best places for the raw fish, for example.
Yeah.
I eat raw tuna, salmon, octopus, and the taste is just
Amazing.
we say in Italy when something is so delicious. It's something amazing. And of course I'm in love with Italian cuisine. That is so good.
So what about the Kuwaiti cuisine? I mean, you have to compliment it a little bit.
Yes. No, actually,
Did you try it?
I'm always really honest person. I
Yeah.
really like the food.
That's actually more important, yeah, to be an
Yes.
honest person.
Yeah, I'm always really direct. If I don't like, I will never say you, I like that. That's not part of me. I don't like to lie to people.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. And today I had an amazing experience because I felt so free. I went to this restaurant and I saw people eating by hands.
Yeah.
And of course, I want to immerse myself in the local culture, so I put the fork aside and I start to eat by hands. And it's an amazing feeling because the food, it tastes even better.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and I had this kebab, like kebab meat,
Yes.
Yeah, kebab
on
Yes.
this pita and this hummus. It was something delicious.
That's amazing.
I
It
think
is.
tonight I'm going to have the same after probably.
Now, speaking of the content creating, you have to balance between content creating and actually living the experience, the authentic experience. How do you balance that? How do you tell the viewers or the people who follow you about the real experience that you've experienced on such travels?
Okay, when I travel, most of the time I spend with my camera. But sometimes I put all my equipment in the backpack and I just try to enjoy it fully my experience. That's why when I travel, for example, I never use a local SIM card. I don't want internet on my phone. Because sometimes when you have internet on your phone, you spend so much time answering people, sending text message. So I completely separate myself from all the social media and I live the real experience. Once I live the real experience and I see so many different places, after I will take my camera back and I start to explain the people. So I don't live like 24 hours a day with my camera, but before I live the experience. And after I recreate the whole experience in the camera, telling to the people where I've lived before.
That's really a special way.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually a good tip.
Yes, it is. Actually, we have more questions to ask. Stay tuned after this short break.
Gaetano is a travel vlogger, filmmaker, and photographer at the same time. He has managed to travel and transport to many countries. Gaetano is an emerging digital influencer who creates content around their journeys and experiences, sharing them with a global audience. Gaetano produces a wide range of content, including vlogs, video blog, destination guides, travel tips, and cultural insights. Hence, his content often showcases not only tourist attractions, but also local experiences, cuisines, and traditions. Moreover, Gaetano's travel vlogs hold significant influence over his audience travel choices. His recommendations and experiences inspire viewers to explore new destinations and try different activities. However, this influence also comes with responsibilities, and Gaetano is very responsible in each country and city he reaches. In addition, the role of a travel vlogger has evolved with the digital landscape becoming a powerful source of travel, inspiration, and information. However, it's essential for Gaetano to balance his content creation with ethical considerations and a genuine appreciation for the places he visits. As this industry continues to grow, responsibilities and authentic travel vlogging will play a vital role in shaping the way people experience and understand the world. As Gaetano continuously travels around the world, he learns about different cultures, languages, histories, and lifestyles as he explores new places. This exposure broadens his horizon and deepens his understanding of the world. Moreover, he constantly adapts to new environments, handling challenges and stepping out of his comfort zones helps him develop resilience, problem-solving skills, and a sense of independence. Gaetano also has the privilege of experiencing incredible moments that become lasting memories. These experiences can include breathtaking landscapes, unique encounters, and unexpected adventures. In addition, traveling to a new place and experiencing diverse cultures can lead to self-discovery and personal growth. Therefore, Gaetano often reflects on his own values, beliefs, and perspectives as he navigates unfamiliar territories. Gaetano, we are happy and excited to have you here in Kuwait with us. We hope your journey and adventure in our beloved country Kuwait and also get to learn an amazing culture. We hope to see you soon again.
Welcome back, our viewers, as we continue our interview with our dear guest. So, can you, Mr. Gaetano, can you tell us, since you explored the world, you actually see everything that you wanted to see, and also you have more and more, and of course, it's actually a good experience. But can you tell us when actually did you have like this a moment to destination prompt itself on the journey that you have, like this wonderful journey that you have with really good experience with it?
I think Kuwait is one of that place. You know, I came here without nobody. I was completely alone. I came to a place.
By yourself, you came without like any friends with you?
No, I came alone. Most of the time I travel alone because I think when you travel alone, you got the chance to meet more people because people trust you because you are just one person. So
Yeah.
they even invite to your place and everything. So I came to Kuwait and I didn't have any plans. I spent the first day with Kuwait people and I have 3 days like full booked everything, like go to restaurant, go to visit places, I went to diving. So this is one I think of the best trip I had so far. Because of the place, of course, because it's beautiful, but mostly because of the people. They make feel like I was at home, I was in Italy.
That's beautiful.
And I will always be grateful. Even if I'm here in this TV program, I met this random person. It was like, oh, I like your story. Come on the Kuwait TV, I want to ask you some questions. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
our editor, Hamid.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also
And-
thanks for
Yeah, that I
Hamid
want
to
thanks
Hamid.
him a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, he was amazing. And actually I had so much fun with them. And other people, they invite me for dinner, then tomorrow they will take me around, they took me to the desert. And this is something that you cannot find everywhere.
No, we take pride in our hospitality in Kuwait.
Yeah.
We are very proud of how hospitable Kuwaiti people are, and this is part of our identity, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's amazing. That's why I
Thank
want to
you.
make a beautiful video of this country to say to the people, come on, go to Kuwait because it's beautiful. Don't choose always the same destination. Because most of European, Italian people, if you talk about Middle East, they know Dubai.
They only know
Okay.
Dubai.
And now,
yes.
and now Qatar, because of
Because
course
of the
World
World-
Cup.
yes, yes.
But they don't know the other country. So I won't say, I visit most of the country, Middle East. And I would say the soul, the warmth of the people that you find in Kuwait, you don't find in other place. So
That's
like come
amazing.
here, visit this place, give an opportunity to this place to discover at least, and you will fall in love.
That's
and of course
amazing.
you will come back.
Yeah, thank you for telling these nice things. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
thank you.
100% the truth.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of connections and with the beautiful human connections, now traveling often builds relationships and connections with other people. Can you please tell us one of the stories that you met someone, and can you share with the dear viewers about the heartwarming stories of meeting people and connecting with them and being friends with new people?
Okay.
I know you have a lot of stories of those. Yes.
So many stories because this is my life. Constantly meet new people, know new people. But there is this guy, for example, when I moved to China in the beginning, I didn't speak Chinese, I didn't know nothing, and I met this Italian guy, and like we make such a good friendship in a few months, and then we start to live together. And with this guy, I travel more than 10 countries around the world. It's like wherever we are, we always meet up and we travel together. Sometimes traveling solo, you make such a good connection with people that you always find themselves there. Even if you don't talk to these people, if you don't send message for months, for years, you always know those people are there for you. That's a thing like kind of real friendship, like the heart connection that you make with these people.
Wow.
And that's one of the best things about traveling, to meet new people. And now I have 2 more friends, you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you very
exactly.
much.
Count me
yes.
as one, yeah.
Yes.
So,
Thank
of
you.
course, Mr. Gaetano, you have this wonderful dedication to traveling to get to new experience. Do you have an special advice, aspiring advice to the other people who are aspiring to be more vloggers, filmmakers, and travelers?
Absolutely, yes. Be curious. Get out of your comfort zone. Start to travel the world. Like open your mind. I always say to the people, don't walk like the horse. The horse, they put like something like on the side of the eyes just to walk straight.
So only, see straight.
To the people, try to see the world like 360 degree, because the world is big, there are so many things to see. So get out of your comfort zone, have fun, explore, meet new friends, and don't be afraid. Because most of the people are afraid, most of the people are really good to say excuses. No, I can't because, no, I cannot,
I'm lazy,
no, it's dangerous.
It might be dangerous. I don't want to go to South Africa. This is actually one of the reasons,
Because they are afraid. And people sometimes told me like, oh man, you are really lucky that you travel around the world. No, I'm not lucky. I'm brave and I'm curious. That's why I get out of my comfort zone and I visit different places. You can do the same, like what I'm doing. Everybody can do that. I'm not special. I'm a human being, like you guys and all the people that live in this world. So what I'm doing, you can do the same.
Yeah, and also there's also something special that a lot of people say they see that the Middle East people travel more than the other people because they have money, and they think that traveling is actually about when you have millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, traveling sometimes costs you nothing.
For example, I completely agree with you right now. We are in 2023. Traveling around the world, it's so affordable. We are not anymore like 4 years ago that was almost impossible. Now it's really easy. You find this low-cost travel. For example, we have a lot of new route now from Italy to come here that it's really easy. And it's like cheap flight ticket. Then you even find cheap accommodation. You don't need to go only to fancy hotel. You also have a hostel that you can share the room with other people, or you can have like a really cheap accommodation. You can eat in the street, the food is really cheap. So it's only excuses when the people say like, oh, I'm not rich, I cannot travel. I'm not rich. I visit 106 countries and I'm not a magician, I'm a human being. So spend more time on your computer and try to find the best ticket and the best price and travel.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So now how do you incorporate responsible and sustainable practices in your travels or into your travels and your content creating?
The sustainability, it's something like that nowadays it's the main topic, because the world is going to a point that seems like we are not coming back. It's getting like worse and worse for all the climatic events and everything.
Yes.
Wherever I go, first of all, when I connect with the nature, for example, I respect the nature, because I think we are only guests in this world. We have to respect everything that we have around us. And so I try to don't waste water. When I meet people in the street, I try to teach people that wastewater is bad. Or for example, when you go to a restaurant and you order so much food and you already know you're not going to finish, all the time I explain to them there are people, they don't have food. So like, try to keep only what you can eat.
Right.
Or even about the plastic. I try to avoid use of plastic. Wherever I go, I have like my bottle that I take always with me. I put water inside, and that's the best way to save a lot of plastic.
That's smart, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
when
it
I've
is.
been to India, I help with an association to clean the sea, because the sea over there it's full of everything. I even don't know what they have inside. So all the time when I travel, I try to educate people, because sometimes the education should come from other people, but they're busy to do something different. They don't educate the population. So it's not the problem of the population. If you don't educate people, they don't know what to do.
Okay.
And not everybody is like curious to study and to understand how it can help this environment.
Yeah,
Yes.
because a lot of people don't even know about that there is a crisis is existing.
Exactly.
They don't know about that. So we need actually to more rise in awareness, contribute on that, educating people. So how do we do that? Maybe let's say there are various of ways to try it. But
Exactly.
you just mentioning about traveling to countries and seeing some things special at every country. Can you tell us about your impression about Kuwait and the culture, especially, and the people here so far?
Okay, the culture, it's something completely different from mine. It's like I see like we come from different part of the world, and of course even the culture are completely different. The people are really nice, and I asked to them so many questions about why they act in a certain way, and actually everything makes sense. I didn't know nothing about this culture, I didn't know nothing about what happened here, but everything they told me that is happening here, I understand it's for a reason. And actually like there are so many things, they're really smart about what to do and about what happened in the country here. People, for me, okay, the city, it's nice. For me, it's a little bit empty, because I'm used to live in big city that like one city is
Really
like
crowded.
50 million of
Yes.
people probably.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm enjoying here the space. The streets are huge. All the spaces are really big, so I feel really comfortable. The safety in the street, and the people here really make the difference in this place.
That's
really
amazing.
Because if you think, like, here there is a lot of desert around, and so
Yeah.
people, they should be like kind of cold, but actually people are really warm here. And when they see a tourist, a foreigners like me, everybody is available to help me with the direction. Everybody borrow me their phone to call somebody. That's something crazy in Europe. If I will ask the phone to someone, they will think I'm going to steal the phone. They will never give to me. And the other like, no, take the word, call wherever you want.
Yeah,
And
it's
this is-
different here.
Yeah, and this is something nice. That
They
make
would
me,
probably give you the phone if you don't have one.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I can
Yes,
imagine
yeah.
that. That's why I'm smiling, because I'm really happy to be here in this whole environment of happiness.
That's
I don't know,
amazing.
it seems like everybody's happy here. This is the first impression I had of Kuwait.
And
Alhamdulillah.
unfortunately, you're staying here only for 4 days. I mean, I think that you have to come back here
I will come
November
back.
or December. Yeah,
Yes.
you're gonna love it.
And
Yeah.
maybe another interview once you come back,
Absolutely,
yes,
yes.
Yeah.
to tell us more about it.
Especially.
Now, creating a digital presence requires commitment, but also continuous adaptation. How do you stay up to date, and how do you stay motivated as a vlogger who travels? Do you sometimes get bored? Do you sometimes, yes, how do you stay up to date and motivated?
People think that sometimes when you are a travel blogger and you travel a lot, you are always the happiest person in the world, your life is beautiful and you are always motivated. But actually there are a lot of downside. Sometimes like traveling always alone in different places make you feel alone.
Okay.
And sometimes spending so much time behind the camera creating contents, like studying to give to the people something more, it completely dry all your energy. So I also had moment of my life, like for 1 month, I stopped my camera, I stopped everything, and I went, for example, I went in Costa Rica to stay in the jungle for 1 month without using my phone, without using nothing, to connect with nature in order to recharge my energy. Because it's really tough work. If you want to give some good information to the people and create something nice, you have to work 7 days on 7, like 12, 13 hours a day. But people, they don't know what happened, like in the background. They just see the travel, and they're like, you travel, you are happy.
Oh, but they
Yeah.
don't know the back scene.
They don't know the
of
back
the
scene.
incident.
They don't know that they are having fun and I'm at home working. They are
Okay.
hanging out and I'm at home working the whole time. But I love it because I get to know what so many people wish to do, but they are afraid or they don't want to do, I don't know, for any other reason. Yes, but I also have a lot of downside most of the time about the motivation. The best way to get the motivation is to get rid of all social media, of all technology and everything.
Okay.
Because constantly we spend so many hours looking the screen of our phone, and that one, it dries your energy and even make you think all the time, am I doing it wrong? Oh my God, this person is at Maldives. I'm not successful in life because I'm not there. So we question ourselves so much because of social media. When you stop everything, you fully discover yourself and you are ready to start a new journey again.
You will find your own strength points that
Exactly.
will help you to be a more successful person.
Yes.
Either financially, emotionally, or spiritually. So I think people need to be more disconnected to the social media,
Exactly.
more connected to themselves and to the nature, and especially to the people around them.
Yes,
Yeah.
see some of the most successful people in the world, they don't have social media. They even don't allow the kids to use the social media. Why? There is a reason.
Yes.
Because
Especially my kid, I'm not gonna let him try the social media.
the only problem, you won't let him try, but the society, when they will go to the school, they will go with the friends. Everybody will use social media. Sooner or later, they are going to use too.
Yeah.
That's something they do. I don't know, they can, with a simple screen, they can control you. We are so attracted of that screen that once you start to scroll, you cannot stop. That's crazy. It even
Exactly.
happened to me.
Yeah, it happened to me either. Before you sleep, when you go trying to watch some videos, you will never stop and you won't even notice that the time goes by and you didn't
Yes.
sleep.
Yes.
Exactly. For example, one good suggestion, when you wake up, don't wake up and take your phone. Take it after half an hour. Because your brain, when you wake up, absorb everything you see. So that is all negative information and all negative energy. Disconnect. And even when you go to sleep at night, if you don't use your phone before sleep, but you read a book, you drink a tea or something, or you talk with friends, you can sleep better. The quality of your sleep gets better and also the quality of your life. That's some
So,
small tips.
Mr. Gaetano, mashallah, you have this wonderful experience not only in traveling, also in life.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. So can you tell us about the upcoming projects on the future and also which destination you are looking up to go to?
Okay, the next destination that I'm looking up is I will go to Sri Lanka, then I'll go back to India, then I will do Bangladesh and Nepal. I will do, I think, like a month and a half or 2 month trips again alone, and I will visit these countries. And then I have big news for my life. I will again change completely my life because I live in one place and suddenly I leave everything, friends, family, love, and I move to another place. And I'm going to live in Australia, in Sydney. So I will go there for 1 year in Sydney, and I will see it's really far away from all the rest of the world. And I don't know nothing about what happened there. But that's the most exciting things. When you don't know what happened in one place, so you go with an open mind, and everything you find, everything you see looks beautiful. And then it's up to me to create something nice.
So do you think that maybe in the future when you get married, inshallah, and you also have kids, do you think that you will travel with them? That's a really important question for me. I need to know that.
Yes, I think so. This one, it depends of, there for example, the money, they will count a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you travel alone,
It's
you
cost
can have
way less.
You can have an uncomfortable trip. I am alone, no problem. But when you are with your wife, so you have to treat her really good, and with your kids, you cannot travel in a really cheap way. Sometimes it's hard, so you have to spend more money.
So you will travel way less than now.
I don't think so, because I'm really positive, and I will create the future. I will create my career in order that I will have, I don't want to be rich, but I will have enough money to travel with all my family and show them what I saw and make them happy.
Wow. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Gaetano. Unfortunately, our episode has come to an end, but we would like to thank you for telling our dear viewers about your journey. Now, your journey as a travel vlogger is not only about the places you've visited, but also the stories that you were telling, and we wish you many more adventures ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thanks for having me, and I think I will see you again somewhere in the world for sure.
Inshallah.
Yes, hopefully.
And thank you for being here with us. You actually have this wonderful personality that attracts a lot of people, and a lot of people think that you are lovable because you have this wonderful personality.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. To our dear viewers, thank you for joining us on this episode of Achievements. We hope that Gaetano's journeys remind us that the world is canvas and experiences of waiting to be explored. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories of individuals who make a difference in their respective fields and beyond. We will see you tomorrow, and goodbye for now.
Goodbye.